Hi, welcome back to the Walking Code. In our last lesson, we looked at the core techniques used for walking upstairs. In this lesson, we're going to use the core techniques for walking downstairs. Now, walking upstairs has a particular set of challenges because it requires a lot of energy for people. But walking downstairs, particularly as we get older, can actually be one of the most hazardous activities that people can undertake. Because when you don't use the proper core movement, you're going to be much more vulnerable to falling down the stairs, and that is one of the causes of the most injuries in elderly people of anything out there. So it's very important to learn how to use your core properly to go downstairs as you get older. And then you'll be able to do it very fluidly for the rest of your life without the large risk of falling. So let's start from the stair and moving downhill or downstairs. The first core technique we're using is just to move ourselves forwards on the stair, flexing our free leg hip. So this is going to be the technique of set. I'm flexing my right hip and turning my torso using torsional rotation on the left. So that causes me to move forward just like I was beginning a normal step. Once I clear the step with my right leg, I'm going to switch the core technique to push, meaning I'm going to change my torsional rotation from left to right, and at the same time I'm going to extend my right hip. That's the core technique of push. Extension of the hip on the same side as the torsional rotation of the core. So if we look at that, what I'm doing is I'm changing my hip from flexion of the right hip to extension of the right hip, and I'm changing my torsional rotation of the core from the left side to the right side. So you'll notice when you're walking downstairs that your arm will be swinging forwards before you begin to go down, forward on the side opposite the swing leg hip. And as soon as you start to go down, your opposite side arm will begin to swing forward. That is signifying the change in the torsional rotation from one side to the other side. And it's when you do that change and begin to extend the swing leg hip, you'll begin to actually descend the stair. Let's look a little bit at the rotation of the lower torso and how that comes into play when we're going down the stairs. When I'm using set to take my step forward, my pelvis is turning counterclockwise as I'm flexing my right hip. That begins to swing my right leg forward. And then when I change to the technique of push, my pelvis starts to go back in the other direction, but my upper torso changes also. So now my pelvis is going to start to go backwards. That's why you don't see a large forward swing of the body. You actually stop the forward motion and it goes down because my pelvis goes from counterclockwise to clockwise as I change from set to push. Once I've taken the step down the stair, I now go back to the technique of set by flexing this hip, and that's going to begin to move the body forward again until I'm ready to switch again to push. So there are only two repeating techniques in going downstairs, and that's set, push, and then you go again to set and push. And we just repeat that as we go down from one step to another. When we were going up the stairs, we used set, and then we used reach back, and then we used ready, and then lift. So we had a lot of different core techniques going on going up the stairs. Not so many going down the stairs, but doing it correctly is absolutely essential to maintaining good health and prevention of injuries. So thank you for watching this quantum movement system video on the technique for walking down the stairs.